Someday when we open the Polynumber Institute, this is going to be the grand entrance. Greetings, this is Phi. So I've been working towards trying to get control of the color palette on the color cycler, and I have done that. What you're looking at here is a two-color plot using a gold color and a magenta color. Both colors are plotted at about 40% opacity. So when they overlap, they increase the intensity of the color at that area. So you can see this really at work here. The gold lines coming together are quite bright in the intersection there, and the same for the magenta lines here. But you can also see where we have a mix of colors happening, and we get these kind of pinkish spots here as well. And so this is obviously a detail of a large plot, but is kind of a nice place to start. So we're going to take a step back now and look at a sequence of images leading up, and then explore this this model here. So let's see, where do I have that? I'm going to bring this down to the main screen. Oops. Come on down to the main screen now. There we go. Okay. So this is 100 plots at a little lower resolution than I did in the last video. It's just really to kind of like set up a new context here. But if we go back to the beginning now, you can see that we're just going to be alternating back and forth between two colors. So our two colors really represent the odd and even indexes of our series. So let's just start to step through. So there's our second curve, our second degree curve, third, fourth, and you can see this neat thing is starting to happen where we have crossings, particularly here in the center. It's starting to show as a kind of a bright spot, and you can see some other pink spots that are happening in different areas too. And we'll just keep building this up. And so you can see these alternating, all yellow and then pink spots, and then you can see some density of the magenta in between. Really is demonstrating different aspects of this pattern that we hadn't seen before. And it would just keep going, and it is really almost kind of reminds me of the double slit experiment. We're seeing this kind of range of harmonics that are happening here. Look at the way it's closing in as more curves are being added, closing in towards the center. That's just extraordinary, right? Why don't we go back out again? Wow. Okay, so let's go back to. I'm sorry for being so clumsy on while I'm presenting, but I'm figuring it out, right? I'll go back here into Matplotlib, and we'll get back to our home position. And let's see, I'll just do my initial curve. I hadn't even had a chance to fix this yet. So, all right, and let's just zoom into some different parts like we were doing earlier, and you can see some of the differences that are going to happen here. Let's go about halfway. And now we see these alternating colors that are happening, and the alternating structures. That is, I think, is most incredible. And so I'm wondering if Dr. Weilberger's seen it yet. but all over this, we have Pappas diagrams. Look at this. Look at this here. And so these are not lines. These are two different curves. So there's 3 sets of points, for instance, on 2 different curves. And, 2 sets of 3 points on 2 different curves. And they are intersecting along another curve. So there's so much to look at there. But look at this interweaving pattern. There's like 2 systems. It's almost like 2 curved linear algebras sitting on top of one another, isn't it? I don't know. I just don't have the vocabulary and the knowledge to really understand what we're looking at. But my God, it's beautiful, right? Let's zoom in a little bit more over here and see just how this kind of plays out. And again, that those intersections that we were talking about before become even more apparent. You can see now we're getting there's 3 here. So you see these triangular patterns that are happening here, and then we have square patterns that are happening. But these would make incredibly rigid frames. I mean, and it would be a way of spanning really large areas, I think, with very lightweight material. And there's something to really think about. I'm just spinning on it right now, but again, I'm kind of seeing this for the first time with you all as well. Let's take a look at that. So I think these are the colors that I'm going to use for the next animation. I think it'll be really revealing. It's just really a peaceful sort of thing. But you see now when we have the large diamonds, we have an alternating collection, and then they're mixed, and then alternating, and then mixed. There's so much to it back here. I hope you're all really enjoying this. Let's go and take a look at the end. Because I think I saw something there when I was preparing that I thought was pretty amazing as well. So I'm just going to take a little sliver right down here. Oh my goodness, look at that. And again, look at these Pappas diagrams all over the place. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's like the most incredibly beautiful thing. So here we go. We are certainly on a journey here, and I don't know where it's going to lead, but it's certainly going to delight a lot of people. So I think that's it for now. I'm going to investigate, creating the animation sequences so I can kind of, take a whole bunch of frames of this and very smoothly tie them all together and create a really beautiful exploration of this figure. So much to look at. So much to look at. Okay, one more thing I'm sure you want to see in the center here. Let's take a look. Yeah. And, so many of these major crossings are rational points. It's really quite interesting as well. So this one, how do I undo this? Let's see. That's right. Pick this one. Yeah, this one's 1/2, 1/2, right? We're right in the center. So much to look at, much to explore here. I want to try 3 colors, 4 colors, 5 colors, 6. Just try different stages. If anyone has recommendations on what might be revealing here, let's start a dialogue. Let's get on the GitHub discussions and start looking at that. All right. Well, this is Phi. Thanks for listening. Out.